Why, hello there YouTube and welcome to a Who review. I am Davros and I'm a Whovian, and today I'm reviewing Doctor Who, Kinder. Inside the Tardis, the Doctor, Adric, meet a survey team of their hostages that's seemingly primitive and mute Kinder. Meanwhile, Tegan is tormented by an evil entity in her dreams. So that's like the essential plot there. So what did I like about this one? Well, this is a four-parter, so pacing wasn't really an issue. Maybe in part one there was a bit of a drag, but it got going once it got going. In this, we see a lot of it set on a jungle planet where it was all basically in a studio, but they made the scenery work. They made that scenery work, and I thought they did a good job of that. They had quite a bit of extras on this. They also had Tegan, having quite a bit of screen time to herself when she was in the dreams. And of course, this was the work of the Mara, the snake-like entity that we see at the end when the Doctor convinces the tribe to show reflections of the mirror where it separates from its host and then grows big in size. The Mara, of course, we have had mentioned in recent times in Doctor Who during the Legend of Ruby Sunday, where Harriet mentions that Mara is the god of beasts, and I can kind of see why. A giant snake-like beast. But of course, the effects. Now, I've seen this serial twice. The first time I watched it, the visual effects looked terrible. I mean, looked kind of good for its time, how it grew, but then when we see the full Mara, you can just tell that's a puppet, and it looks kind of bad. But I've also seen it remastered in, digitally remastered, where the snake looks a lot better. You can tell it's CGI and computer effects, but yeah, it's okay. It looked like it could do with a bit of a touch up, those effects, and I like what they did there with it, with Mara. The Mara is an interesting creature, and I wouldn't mind seeing it return in recent times, like the Toymaker has, and other creatures, because we know it's part of the pantheon of gods, like Sutek and all that. But we also see colonists seeing if this planet is, fit for colonization. Of course, in the end, they all come to their senses and realize the planet is still populated by tribespeople, the Kinder. Of course, I liked Peter Davison as well, playing the Doctor. He was a good lead in it, and this was still in his early days whilst playing the Doctor. I think it was still in his first season as well. Where we see him with Adric and Tegan and Nyssa. Nyssa, on the other hand, didn't have a lot of screen time. Because like I say, she was in the TARDIS recovering from whatever she had encountered in the previous serial. Maybe I should check that one out. But Kinder, I thought, was a good episode. Well, not a good episode, a good serial. I mean, yeah, there were poor effects in that, but I watched the updated version as well, where the visuals were a lot better. I think I reviewed it once as well before, where I reviewed it via its old effects, but now I'm reviewing it with its modern updated effects. So yeah, let's get on to that. The visuals, I will give them a 7 because they were slightly improved. The writing, I'll give that an 8. The performances, I'll give them an 8, and my personal, I'll give it a 7 because it did have its issues and that, and yeah, but it was fairly decent in the end. So yeah, there you go. There is my review on Doctor Who Kinder. Have you seen this one? Let me know what you think down below in the comments, and if you like this video, be sure to give it a big thumbs up, share with your friends, and feel free to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and to hit that notification bell. I've been Davros the Whovian, and this has been a Who review. So, until next time, run for your life.